The Democratic Alliance in the Johannesburg City Council has decided to approach the provincial government to compel the city to elect a new mayor to replace the late Geoff Makhubo, who succumbed to COVID-19 related complications on the 9th of July. Joining us now to explain why the country's economic heartbeat has no leader despite the dissolution of its cabinet is City of Johannesburg Council Speaker, Nonceba Molwele. A very good afternoon to you, Molwele, and thank you for your time today. If you could talk us through the logistics and the process that should be unfolding as far as the election of a new mayor for Johannesburg is concerned.
Thank you very much, Tammy. Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to the viewers. Yes, the process is undergoing of electing the new mayor, but I think it is important for the viewers and yourself, Tammy, to understand that the Act, the Structures Act, Section 55, provides that when the executive mayor is no longer occupying the seat, the new mayor can or must be elected when necessary. There is no time frame stipulated to the provincial government to force the city to call a meeting. It is not necessary to do that because the city is going to elect the new mayor. If you remember, last week we had a memorial service for the late mayor, which includes the taking away of the name of the mayor from the books of the city. So we did that last week. And the processes are in place. The IEC is preparing for the election of the mayor. As you would know that the election of the mayor is Schedule 3. So we are preparing for that, where the mayor will be elected per ballot. So it is a secret vote conducted by the IEC. IEC is ready. We are all ready now. So by next week, we will be calling an extraordinary council meeting, which will allow parties in council to elect the mayor.
Molwele, the Democratic Alliance is accusing the African National Congress within the council of taking advantage of the Structural Act and using that as a delaying tactic. What is your response to that?
There is no delaying tactic. As I have just outlined the process to you now, to say after the funeral of the executive mayor, we gave the family a breath of few days, and last week Thursday, I think, we had a council meeting that was to honor the late executive mayor. So we are on track. We have not broken any rule here. We only took the name of the executive mayor from the books of council last week, and we are calling a council meeting next week. So we are not delaying. There are no delaying tactics here at all.
So talk to us about the three names that have been selected over the weekend.
Well, I am not in a position to talk about the three names because I am talking here as the Speaker of Council. I am not talking on behalf of the ANC. I guess that the three names you are talking about are the names of the ANC, the names that the ANC has actually recommended. So I am not here to talk about that. I'm talking about the council process. The ANC regional secretary or the spokesperson of the ANC will be in a position to talk about the three names.
Why do you believe that there has been this type of rhetoric coming from the Democratic Alliance within the council? Why is there a need for them to push what you are saying is a process that is well underway and on schedule?
Well, I guess it is also the misunderstanding of the Act. Because firstly, the Democratic Alliance was talking about the 14 days, of which the 14 days was explained. I explained the 14 days, that the 14 days applies to a new council. So we are not preparing for an election of the new council now. We do have council in place, which council delegates powers to the executive mayor. In turn, the executive mayor then elects his or her mayoral committee to assist him on those delegated powers. So with the absence of the mayor now, council has taken back those powers and is actually implementing those delegations that are delegated to the mayor. So there is leadership in the city. There is council. I am there as the Speaker of Council. The Chief Whip of Council is there. The accounting officer, who is the acting city manager, is there. So service delivery issues are addressed within the city. There is no gap. So it's a misunderstanding of what the Act says. The Act is not talking about 14 days in relation to the situation we're having now, where the mayor has vacated the office during the term of office. The 14 days is referred to at the beginning of the term. Now, the Act is very clear. Section 55 of the Act says when necessary, and we are doing our best to make sure that we expedite this process. That is why by next week, the Speaker will be calling an extraordinary council meeting for the parties to elect the mayor. We will be issuing the nomination forms to the parties for the parties to forward their candidates. So we will be, and we'll communicate the date with the media as soon as councillors are informed.
We've heard the DA caucus leader, Leah Knott, saying that they are going to be approaching MEC Lebohang Maile to intervene in this regard. Has he intervened at all?
No, the MEC has not intervened. Like I said to you, Tammy, that there is no need for any intervention because the processes are in place. So there's no need for intervention really, as far as I'm concerned.
And we'll leave it at that for this afternoon. Thank you very much for your time in putting that into perspective. The events unfolding at the Johannesburg City Council for the election of the new mayor. That's the Speaker of Council there, saying all processes are on track. There was no need for intervention from the MEC. That's Nonceba Molwele, the Speaker of the City of Johannesburg.